We like his smile. We like his energy. That's what we like about LD2K. We know he loves basketball, he loves the game, and he loves the community. And that's what's it oozes out of LD2K. And that's what we need in our future community manager. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's All City Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. NBA 2K has made one of the smartest decisions in years in considering hiring a community manager to fill the role, to fill the void that's within the 2K community. The 2K community needs a conduit between the community and the developers and marketing and things of that nature. So 2K finally realized that they need to fill this position. But what does this position entail? Will they just be taking a ton of heat? I think there aren't many people like LD2K. I think he handled this role perfectly in the past. Although he's not the community manager now, people still seek out LD2K when they got questions or concerns about anything that's going on in NBA 2K. And this year more than ever, it's noticeable that, the community needs that manager. The game itself needs that manager. There needs to be some sort of conduit between the developers and the actual community that play the game day in and day out. The community manager needs to handle himself with a certain level of professionalism in the face of a high level of toxicity, because one thing about the 2K community is that we're extremely vocal and we're extremely opinionated, and that's all due to our love for the game, our love for basketball, our love to live vicariously through a basketball game that NBA 2K produces. But unfortunately, there has been some issues with evolution with the game. If you guys remember NBA 2K16, I'm gonna scroll down to Ronnie 2K because Ronnie 2K is the one that announced it. But if you guys remember NBA 2K16, it seemed like, man, the sky was the limit, and we literally played on a skyscraper, on the rooftop of a skyscraper, where you saw helicopters hovering around, and you could be loading into a park, and some dude is walking around with a tiger by his side. This was like innovative. This was something outside of the scope of basketball, but it still maintained the mechanics of what we love about basketball, and it allowed us to think outside the box. But in recent years, man, from 2K16, 2K16 took such a huge stride forward in basketball gaming, only to take 2 steps back within the next few years from 2K16 up until this point. I think the thought of a neighborhood was, iconic. It was a great idea, but you cannot take something away from the community like affiliations and traveling to different parks and then give us this one set area. And I understand this was due to the limitations of 2K servers, but you guys have enough money out there, 2K, to accommodate us with new servers and give us what we deserve, because we've been loyal consumers of your video game and franchise. We're investors into your franchise. We play the game year in and year out. So as a community manager, and I want to say first and foremost, I nominate myself. No, I'm joking, man. I promise you, I would not take that position. That position is going to take on so much heat. And whoever fills this role as community manager is definitely got to be nothing like Ronnie 2K, as you see on the screen. This guy can't take any type of heat without giving some type of smart comment back. Now, I know he takes a ton of heat, but it's written all over his face. And the community manager role, the person who's the voice head for the community, the 2K community, kind of able to distinguish all of people's concerns and comments and arguments and all their opinions about the game, whether good or bad. He kind of needs to wrap all of this up and present it to developers and marketers to help bring us a better product. So considering that for a second, I think the community manager needs to handle himself with professionalism. One, also, he needs to be a player in the game. He needs to have an affinity for the game and also for an affinity for basketball, something to consider as well. Because, if you're representing the community and you're not a player in the game, similar to Ronnie 2K, this guy is not a player. You can tell he's not a player. He's like stuck between he's like a politician per se. And LD2K said it perfect. I remember when Ronnie 2K sent out pictures of him in his Lambo, and then LD2K put a tweet, if I'm not mistaken, put a tweet saying, "I got my popcorn ready," something like that, and with the gif of someone eating popcorn. Basically, what are you doing, Ronnie 2K? You cannot present this product to the community, especially in the beginning of the year. The product was terrible. You can't present this product to the community and then you want to boast about your Lambo and the sneakers you're wearing and the jacket you're wearing. It doesn't make sense. You see, LD2K, there's a certain level of humility within him. Nobody's looking at his clothes. Nobody cares about what car he got. We like his smile. We like his energy. That's what we like about LD2K. We know he loves basketball. He loves the game, and he loves the community. And that's what's it oozes out of LD2K. And that's what we need in our future community manager. So you guys out there at 2K, when you're looking for a community manager, please reference LD2K and all of his characterizations, everything that makes up what is LD2K, how he responds to tweets, how he responds to the little guy and the big guy all the same, because it doesn't matter. And that's the difference between people like LD2K and Ronnie 2K. That's the difference that you guys at 2K need to seek out in a community manager. Someone that loves the game, someone that loves the community, so that when people have opinions or concerns about the evolution of 2K, and when people have opinions and concern about the gameplay of 2K, he's able to properly decipher and distinguish which ones are valid, so that he can make some good valid talking points when he's out there with the devs, when he's out there trying to evolve NBA 2K and the series. If you guys haven't noticed, like I said before, 2K has taken like 2 steps back from the strides that they took to get them to 2K16, and they're just not there anymore. And it seems like 2K has just kind of lost its way from 2K16 up until 2K20. So, you know, the community manager is gonna be that dude. Is gonna be the dude that helps revitalize the user and gamer experience, the player experience out there. He's gonna help people want to play the game again. He's gonna be the dude that says this patch isn't good. That's just not good enough. We gotta keep pushing forward. But anyway, I could keep going on. Trust me, man. And I don't. I know I wouldn't be able to handle this position. I know I wouldn't be able to take on that high level of responsibility, and knowing that people have so many problems and concerns. And I think one of the most difficult things for this community manager role is that, first of all, they're going to be the global community manager. So they're going to be the global lead as far as communication goes between the communities and gaming. But what I mean to say is that taking on this role is going to be so difficult, because you're going to get so much heat. All the heat that goes to Ronnie 2K, ironically, LD2K doesn't get nearly as much heat, because he's there. He answers questions. He loves it. It's easy. When you do something you love, work comes easy. That's point blank, period. That's like a gem right there. When you do something you love, it's not considered work. So, you know, I really enjoy being a content creator, although it may be overwhelming at times. I love what I'm doing here. I enjoy it, so it doesn't come as work, and I get to speak about the things that I really enjoy, play the game that I really enjoy, things like that. Ronnie 2K is a perfect example of someone who doesn't love what he's doing. This means every day he gets up and he works, and that work kind of weighs on him mentally, weighs on him physically. And you know, he has to showcase and boast his Lambo, his sneakers, his jacket, because he's not content with the things that he has gained internally. Because if he was content with the things that he's gained internally, then the surface value things the surface wouldn't be a factor. You know what I mean? The materialistic things wouldn't even be something to boast about. You wouldn't want to show it off because it's yours. You're happy you attained it because you're content with yourself. Instead, you're looking for validation outside of yourself to kind of say, that's good, man, whether you hate it or love it, that, you know, type of thing. Anyway, neither here nor there. I don't want to get too hard. I don't want to go too hard on Ronnie 2K, but you know, it is what it is. We need somebody like LD2K. We need that community manager who has that smile, that vibrance, that energy that just says, I'm here for you, the community, the players, the users, the people who invest their time, competitive players, casual players, understanding the game. He's a player himself. Ronnie 2K sent out that tweet saying, we are looking for the NBA 2K community lead, our community's biggest champion and advocate that will be the conduit between the NBA 2K player community, devs, and marketing. Really excited about bringing on someone to help us evolve. And that's why I wanted to speak more so about evolution, because like I said earlier, from 2K16, there's been a lack of evolution, and ironically, the lack of evolution is due to the disconnect between the community and the developers and marketing. And Ronnie 2K could have easily filled this role had he approached things differently, but he approaches things from a higher standpoint, looking down on the community instead of standing side by side with every single player within the community. This would have allowed room for evolution within the 2K franchise, evolution with the NBA 2K series. But listen, we're moving forward. That was then. This is now. They're hiring a community manager, and hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that we receive the best out there, and they really put an effort into hiring a good, someone that's well suited to fill this position as community manager. And I'll just hope for the best, man. Hopefully it's somebody that we could kind of connect with. Hopefully it's somebody that'll take our concerns into consideration and push us forward into the next gen consoles and give us a good user, a good gamer experience in the next gen consoles especially. Well guys, that's all I got for this video about the new 2K community manager. Again, fingers crossed guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys in the next video.